guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. We have some absolutely huge breaking news coming in, and I told you so. I knew a player would leave before the end of the financial year tonight on June the 30th on Friday, and it has been officially announced from the club that Barcelona and Samuel Umtiti have reached an agreement for the termination of his contract. Of course, there were no rumors about this whatsoever. The rumors actually were that Barcelona wanted to sell the player for a small fee of around 2 or 3 million euros after his great season with Lecce, but that is no longer the case. The club could not sell him in time and have decided to terminate his contract. Came as a big shock, no rumors about it, of course. The reason behind this is that Barcelona will now save 20 million euros on the wage bill with Umtiti's exit. Getting it done before the financial year is over is crucial, because if we did it afterwards, this would have counted for next season and not this summer. With that now being terminated, you can fit 20 million euros worth of salary on the wage bill. So if you give, maybe Arda Güler 2 or 3 million, you give Victor Roca 4 or 5 million, that's under 10 right there. You're still saving another 10. Then you can maybe add Brozovic if you end up signing him, that's 7, or Oriol Romeo will probably be on 1 or 2, I would suspect. You can sign 3 players for half of what Umtiti's salaries were covered on the wage bill. Absolutely crazy. But nonetheless, we got an exit done. I knew it was gonna happen. I told you, never doubt this club. This club does everything last second, especially under Joan Laporta. It's currently around 7:30, so there's still enough time to get another one done. We might see, Collado, Des, Gustavo, Maya, whatever the case may be. But for now, it is only Umtiti's exit that has been confirmed. Fair enough to Samu. I mean, he had a good season or two. Then he risked it for the World Cup. He won the World Cup, and now his club career was essentially thrown in the drain. Fair enough to him, It comes to a decision as a player. We could all disagree with it. Oh, you could have won a Champions League, or you could have won the World Cup in 2022. But nonetheless, he went for it. He opted for not to get the surgery, and his knee was absolutely finessed after that. And it is what it is. I think he was a great player, especially in 2017. He was one of the best defenders in the world. Breaking that team with Mascherano and Piqué with a lock partnership who were just coming off a treble. He came in, competed with Mascherano, kicked Mascherano to the bench. He ended up leaving to China, and then Umtiti, of course, that following summer, risked it at the World Cup. And you know what? He was a player and a half. He earned his renewal at the time, the renewal that Bartomeu gave him. Again, the wages were a bit mad, but at the time, there were a lot of clubs that wanted him for a 60 million euro release clause. I remember it was Manchester United in there, Bayern Munich. At the time, he was one of the best defenders in the world, so I think the renewal was important. I think the wages at the time were a bit over the top. Of course, now you're looking back at it, it's outrageous after we knew what happened, but during that moment in time, I think it was a bit outrageous. I think giving him 200,000 a week was huge from what we agreed with him from the Euros 2016. I think we gave him 100,000, something like that. So doubling his salary, I think, was ridiculous. But nonetheless, it's been done, and now this chapter at Barcelona has come to an end. A very sad end, of course. He cried with Joan Laporta on the board in the office, to going out loan to Elche for basically every single Barcelona fan not liking him, to the point that he can't even walk the streets anymore of Barcelona, and that's probably what was mainly resulted in this. But you take it on the chin, and again, a very, very huge important exit for Barcelona. I mean, saving on 20 million euros is so crucial. You're hearing rumors about Arda Güler coming in 2024, Victor Roca coming in 2024 because of FFP. That now all changes with this, and of course, more exits to come. Lenglet is another 20 alone. He's 16, but Lenglet, Dest, and Collado is almost another 20 million. Getting these off the wage bill is important, but what sucks now is that when we get these transfers later on, it won't count for this up and coming summer, which is a bit disappointing, but still dealing with them is still very, very important. So we'll see how that figures out. But Samu, Big Sam, is no longer with us. His contract has been officially terminated by mutual consent. There's no details on it yet, whether Barcelona paid Umtiti, a few million euros, or Umtiti gave everything up. That'll probably come out in the next 24 to 48 hours, I would suspect. Actually, you know what? Let me check Twitter real quick and see if anything's come out on whether he's given up money or the club paid him, because I would suspect with someone who's had this much money owed to him, he wouldn't just, throw it all away. So we'll wait and see. Let's take a look here. Nothing of the sort. Yep, save 20 million. We know that. Yep, save 20 million. Nothing yet. I think sooner rather than later we'll get the news on what we actually paid him or what he's given up, the details of the termination. But Samu's no more. Leave me your thoughts down below on the contract termination, your thoughts on Samu's career at Barcelona, what went right, what went wrong, and of course, make sure to subscribe down below as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.